moving to United, like I said, I thought this game was a lot more one-sided than the score suggests. And
I agree.
We gave you numbers and stuff. Does it mean that the progress under Ten Hag was somehow less real? Or is it just that they paid a price for Casemiro not being there?
Yeah, I think
and
so.
for individual mistakes, and I think Eriksen having a rare off day.
Well, yeah, I think the progress has been very good, but Casemiro was a key part in that progress, massive part. And when he's not there, you see against the best team in the league, So you didn't play badly against a team that was 15th in the table, for example, and we said, maybe we saw them better than what they actually are. This was away from home, but this is not where I struggled a bit yesterday. Okay, Weghorst, talking about transfers, is supposed to be a short-term fix. So someone who needs to improve your team because it's such a short-term deal. You're not going to say, Weghorst, we can give him 6 months to adapt, and then
right.
So what's the point? Like, what? He's not bringing anything in that game. Not really so much in the Palace game either. I'm like, okay.
Well, I think the issue though there is there's no Martial. So
you had to play him.
If you don't play him, you play Rashford through the middle, where I think he's less productive.
Yeah, for sure. But so I think there's a few reasons why United didn't have a really good a good game. We can't take away the progress that they've made under Ten Hag. It's just that Arsenal showed their weaknesses and showed that when Casemiro is not there, you rely pretty much all the time on Rashford's talent, which is amazing. I mean, he scored one goal. If there's not that amazing save from Ramsdale in the second half, there's another goal that he scores on his own. Literally, you give him the ball and then he scores on his own. He's in incredible form.
Two guys who get scapegoated a lot one guy gets scapegoated a ton for United. And Aaron Wan-Bissaka, we know he's not very good on the ball. He's known more for his defending. I'm going to blame him for the Nketiah header. Quite obviously, he completely loses him. And this is supposed to be what he does. He's supposed to be this great man marker, or he's supposed to be better at that part than the other part of the game. I also went a little over the top, though. I was watching Match of the Day on television, right? They say, well, look, he gives away the ball for, I guess it was the
third goal, I think.
The third goal, right? And so they show him, he gets pressed, good pressing action. He loses the ball.
Yeah.
And then they have to fast forward the play,
30
3 minutes.
seconds after.
Wait, it felt like a lot. I'm like, all right, dude, you tell the guy to play out from the back.
Yeah, it's not a direct
you know what I mean?
mistake.
Why don't we just burn him at the stake like he's a witch or something? I mean, I don't. I thought he did okay in those games, playing in the right.
There's a great tackle on.
He did, yeah.
Martinelli or Xhaka, I think, in the second half. Amazing tackle.
He's not suited necessarily for the type of football that Ten Hag's playing right now.
No, that's for
sure. But in the end.
But you see, I've got more issues on Eriksen, for example. Eriksen is a very good player. He's a very experienced player. Even if he doesn't like defending per se, like as a proper defender,
right.
The way Saka does him on the goal, on the Arsenal second goal, when you're Eriksen and your brain is you've got such a high IQ like football brain, and Saka is not purely left-footed because he can, but that just don't let him do anything on his left foot, and then on the right you can deal with it easily, and yet you let him come inside like that and shoot twice in the space of 10 minutes. I'm like, come on, Eriksen.
I put that up to brain fart and a bad game. That really, I know exactly the incident you mean, and I don't think that was any good. A word on Lisandro Martinez as well. I was just struck by that goal that he scored, which, by the way, we're talking about errors and stuff. I mean, that was goalkeeping error, right?
Yeah.
I mean, where he gets so low to hit it, and it takes a weird trajectory. I don't know how many players would choose to go and head that ball, as opposed to somehow try to finish, try to place it, or maybe just smash it, hoping for a. I know I've been critical of
technically
him
it's not easy to do for sure,
but it's not easy to do.
No.
It's scary to do too, because you're going so low. If somebody's boot comes to clear it, that's your head that goes off, right?
Yeah.
I just love that about him.
But maybe
what I don't like is other things about him. But
maybe it's hard. So Odegaard is literally next to him, and I think if maybe he takes a touch, or maybe if he waits for the ball to come down a little bit more to hit it with his foot or something, then maybe Odegaard can come. I think it's very hard for Odegaard to defend because he goes with his head. Harder to defend if he maybe was taking a touch or waiting for the ball to come a little bit lower to volley or something.
Right, but if Odegaard decides to try to hook the ball
Yeah,
away,
true,
then he decapitates him.
he kills him.
So, you know, I'll tell you what, at least I've got Scott Stone.
What did you feel at when that goal goes in, very much against the run of play?
100%.
At 2-2, did you think, okay, now they're going to be under pressure, United? Or did you think, okay, they might salvage a point somehow in a game that they've been under pressure a lot, despite taking the lead? Or did you think it was inevitable at some point that Arsenal were going to put so much pressure that United might crack? Which is what Shaw said. Shaw said the second half, they controlled the whole second half, and in the way we deserve to concede that third goal.
Yeah, Ten Hag said something different. But look, they're under pressure because they've been together for a long time, and this is a well-drilled team, which United are not right now, because they're not going to have the chemistry, because so many of these players are new, because some of these players aren't that good, because they have injuries, they have people missing. They're just not in a position where I think they can compete in footballing terms. They can compete on guts and moments of magic and whatever.
Fighting for each other, which they do, to be fair.
Which is how they did it. I mean, they can compete in footballing terms against lesser teams, but I think not against this Arsenal side. So, and look, I mean, you can say, it was a close run game, blah, 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 but it really wasn't the two goals come in those circumstances.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.